Hello, it's March 13th, 2014, episode number 10 of Weekly Woodworking Wrap-Up Review. Today, we're going to talk about a liquor presentation box, a snack table, a white oak bench, snake cube puzzle, bandsaw blades, and my favorite books. Normally, I film these in the evening and drink a beer while doing so. Not today. It is 7:30 in the morning here. I usually film this after work. Today I'm filming this before work because later this evening my band will be in the recording studio working on our album. I didn't want to skip a week. This is my 10th episode in a row. Cheers to me. Let's get started with a little tip. Here's this week's little tipsy. Alright, today's little tip is when you're finishing, you always run into the issue of how do I finish both sides of something? The solution is to elevate it off the top of your work surface. And all I use is these little scrap pieces of wood with a screw in there, and it leaves a very, very fine point, does not touch a lot of surface area. I have a ton of these little guys sitting around. I can finish one side, set it on here, finish the other side. Now I know you can buy these little guys from Rockler, but why waste your money when you can make them yourself with stuff you probably already have around the shop? Alright, that's your little tip. Thank you. Let's dive into some videos. This first one is a presentation box by Woodwork Web. This is a great little project. It holds liquor and a couple of glasses. Any videos about woodworking and alcohol? It's got my heart. You speak my language. There's some veneering going on in this video and some box joints. The video's a little long, but it's a very good video and a very beautiful box. So check that out. This next one comes from Steve Ramsey. This is a snack table for the living room. I love this little project. It's well designed. It's a quick project. Anybody can build this. I've had thoughts of doing something similar to this, but I don't think I'm going to do this project exactly. I have this idea in mind. It's a little soda or beer bottle or can holder that sits on your couch next to you, and it's got a little bean bag underneath it to kind of form to the shape of the couch, the curvatures of the couch, so it doesn't spill. I might work on something like that in the near future. So check that video out by Steve Ramsey, the snack food table. Up next we have White Oak Benches by Chris Pine. This is another quick can-do project. I always like the way white oak looks. Beautiful wood. This is for his dining area. This summer we're sort of doing the same thing. It's not a bench, but we're doing a built-in seat. I will be filming that this summer. Simple, quick project. Looks nice. Check out the White Oak Bench by Chris Pine. Good stuff. Good stuff. Building a snake cube puzzle by Matthias of woodgears.ca. This is another fun project for Matthias. This is a crazy little puzzle. He runs into some challenges that you wouldn't think you would run into with a project like this. He has a very good way of getting around these challenges. One good puzzle video deserves another. This next one comes to us from Steve French, making the Starburst burr puzzle. This is a crazy little project. I'm not really into puzzles, but I'm really into cool looking shit, and this falls into that category. Plus, he drinks a beer in the video. If you drink a beer in your video, I'm gonna put you in my video. Alright, time to dive into some emails. Hi David, during your shop tour, you showed several books that you learned from. Can you talk about a few of your favorites and why? Thanks, and keep up the great work. Adam. Adam posted a link to his website. He's like, oh, you don't have to show this. I just wanted to let you know about my website. And that is nywoodworker.blogspot.com. I've actually been to this website a couple times. It's called The Journey of a New Woodworker. Adam posts a lot on there. I encourage you to go check that out. That is nywoodworker.blogspot.com. Well, Adam, my first woodworking book that I purchased was Taunton's Complete Illustrated Guide to Woodworking. This is a good general book. Covers a lot of stuff, which falls into the same category as Hybrid Woodworking from Mark Spagnolo, The Wood Whisperer. I haven't completely finished this book yet, about halfway through, but both of these are great technique books. Learning techniques from books is not my favorite way of learning, but if you want books, I highly suggest these two. My favorite way of learning techniques is from in person from another woodworker. That's not always possible. My second favorite way, YouTube. There's so many great videos on YouTube, but there's so many videos, sometimes you don't know where to start. So, for a lot of you, I think buying a book is a good place to go. DVD and videos is also a great place to cut your teeth, learn your licks, your woodworking licks. The Soul of a Tree by George Nakashima. It's not a how-to book, it's more of a philosophy, but George is one of the greatest woodworkers of all time. That's a good book. My favorite books, inspiration books. This 500 Cabinets book is amazing. There's just, I can turn to this book and just find inspiration. There's no techniques here, and I don't really care about that. I just love looking at amazing pieces of art. This 500 Cabinets book, one of my favorites. 400 Wood Boxes book, same thing. Just crazy beautiful boxes. This was a recent gift, Mid-Century Modern. This is not a woodworking book at all, but it's style and design. And the design phase is one of my favorite phases of woodworking. And then finally, Fine Woodworking has put out 8 of these design books. And once again, it's just beautiful pieces. I use this for inspiration. The first one came out in 1977, and this one came out a couple years ago. I'm missing book 4. That's the only one I need to complete this set. I've seen it for sale on Amazon Used Books, but it was $100. Not paying $100 for a book. Another cool little book. This one's not actually mine. This is a borrowed book. Denny, I need to return this to you. But How to Design a Chair. This one, not necessarily a woodworking book. How to Design a Chair. What an appropriate title, right? How to Design a Chair. Form and function, beauty and design. Adam, those are my favorite books. There's something about books I just love. I love holding them. I love the feel of them. They smell so good. Next email. How do you know which bandsaw blade to use for different projects? I know the real basic that a bigger blade is used for resawing and a smaller blade is used for patterns. But what about all the different types of blades? What are they used for? Well, Joe, I'm going to give you the extreme basics of bandsaw blades. The more teeth, the finer the cut. The fewer teeth, the more rough the cut. But less teeth will remove more waste, and sometimes will actually give you a better cut. Here's a blank for a bandsaw box, and as I'm cutting through here, I want very few teeth because this 4 inches thick, that's a lot of waste to remove. And so if you have 10 TPI blade, that's not going to remove all that waste in time, and you're going to get a bad cut. It's going to burn. It's going to want to drift. You're going to find yourself forcing this through the blade. The smaller the blade, the tighter radius of a curve you can cut. Very large blades are for resawing and straight cuts. There's some carbide tip blades. I've never used them. The advantages of a carbide tip bandsaw blade is they can be resharpened. I myself only use 2 blades. I find these 2 blades, they fit everything I need to do. This is my most used blade. This is a 3/16 inch 4 TPI skip tooth blade from Highland Woodworking. This costs somewhere around $18. It's only got 4 teeth per inch. Removes a lot of waste. Great for bandsaw boxes. The thickness is 3/16. I can cut pretty much any curve that I want to with this blade. So that is my everyday blade. Then I have this wood slicer resaw blade. This is also from Highland Woodworking. This is about $30. This wood slicer blade leaves a super fine finish when resawing. So whenever I'm resawing, I use this blade, or whenever I want a nice straight cut where I'm using my fence on my bandsaw, I will use this blade. So you don't need a bunch of blades. These 2 blades cover everything that I need to do here in the shop, at least for the type of work that I do. Joe, I hope that helps. Send emails to david@drunkenwoodworker.com. On Monday, I released my how to make the wooden rings video. If you have not checked it out, please do so. I still have t-shirts for sale. I got these black ones. Beautiful. Got lots of compliments on the softness of the shirt. It's a good shirt. That is for sale on my website at drunkenwoodworker.com/store. Bottle opener giveaway. Forgot to do one last week. So, next week, if you want to win one of these Lee Valley bottle openers, it's a little hand plane. I will pick a random winner from somebody who sends me an email. Send your emails to david@drunkenwoodworker.com. That about wraps it up. Thank you for watching. Stay passionate and make something. Happy woodworking.
To keep up with me, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, and Etsy. And be sure to check out my website at drunkenwoodworker.com.
I don't know if that's ever been done. Heater.